I have a lot of wash that I have to hang on the line, but you know what? I gotta get something off my chest. And I hope that you can relate to me in this video, and I hope that you continue to watch. I am so sick of the news and politics. Now, there is no politics on my channel, but I wanted to share with you how I am so tired of hearing about the news and about this happening and that happening. And I am so tired of the type of mentality where somebody says, well, you have to watch the news because you need to know what's going on in the world. Hi everybody, I am Tessie, and this is Homestead Tessie, and my videos are about my life here on my 1-acre property. But I want to expose that thinking that you have to watch the news, you have to know what's going on in the world, you got to keep up on all of this. Well, for some people that's great, but for people like me, that is not a good thing. I don't want to hear about the drama of the world. I don't want to hear about the news because every day it's something different. I just love spending time with people and watching other people's videos that have nothing to do about the news. And let me tell you what, on the YouTube platform, that's getting really hard to find because YouTube promotes people who talk about the news and talk about drama and things like that. And I think in this world, we need peaceful videos. We need everyday peaceful lives because that will help balance out all of this nonsense and all of this drama and all of these things that are being shared. Yes, these things are happening in this world, but I tell you one thing, I am so glad that I make videos that aren't about all of that, because I couldn't live every single day of my life with that just fear. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to say it. And this is the thing I want to say. We can get so caught up in the things that are happening in this world. We can get so caught up in all of this that before we know it, we are focusing our lives on this fear. What fear? It's different fears. I mean, let me tell you one thing. I could come up with 30 fears right now. And I was just talking to my daughters about this because my daughters all went through some things in the last week that could be fearful. We could be afraid of war. We could be afraid of famine. We could be afraid of crime. We could be afraid of cancer. We could be afraid of health conditions. We could be afraid of divorce. We could be afraid of losing all of our income. We could be afraid of losing our homes. We could be afraid of everything. And so I have so many channels that I used to enjoy and I used to watch them, but slowly what they are happening is they are getting sucked up in this fear, because fear is views and fear is what promotes people to watch because it's fearful. And for some reason, fear generates a lot of fear. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, so recently I went through my subscriptions because I'm trying to make my whole online experience as positive as I possibly can. I'm venting a little, okay? So I am venting and I'm just getting it off my chest a little bit because those of you who watch me on a regular basis are like me, so you can understand. So I'm talking with friends. One time somebody said, well, I wouldn't be saying that. No, I'm talking to you as my friends. So I'm sure there might be some people that come on this channel and didn't watch a video before, and you know, my friends or my tribe, my people are like me. But the thing is this, I went through my subscriptions and I was getting to the point where I wanted it to be just everyday life. Now that's me. And every day just finding happiness in life and finding contentment in life that doesn't have to do with the news. And there are so many people like my friend Kim that are going through such life-changing situations, and how she is finding positivity in that. And so the Wellness Homestead, she's finding positivity in that. I just want to put myself with people, not that don't have problems, or that, not with people that have perfect lives, but with people that continue to show positivity. And you know, it's just really hard, because I think that in this world we're gonna have ups and downs all the time, and I just think that we as a society better be a little bit careful as to all of the fear that we are listening to, because eventually it will take a toll on our lives. And while these things are true that are happening, I am not saying they're not true, but to focus our life on that every single day will not bring you any mental health. It will not give you anything to make you positive. It won't be anything that will bring inspiration in your life. It won't be anything that's going to be edifying. In the Bible, it clearly states, what a man thinketh in his heart, he becomes. That's really true. So I want to share this part with you. I love Little House on the Prairie, and I did all kinds of videos on Little House on the Prairie. My mindset was on basics, Little House on the Prairie, and living just a simple lifestyle. It went from my mind to my physical body, where I actually was doing the things like Little House on the Prairie. So I became, to a certain extent, like that, because that was things that I still enjoy. I did a whole bunch of videos on Amish peace, peaceful lifestyle in the Amish. Of course, not all Amish are peaceful, but that has really inspired me to find the good in everything and use the good. So what I'm saying is, with the news and the things that are happening right now, and the reason why I know things are happening right now is because my husband was listening to the news. He doesn't do that as much anymore. I'm telling you, it was so bizarre in my opinion. So he would watch a news, well, he would watch a channel, and they would talk about the news, you know, individual. And then he would watch another channel, YouTube, that was talking about the news, but they were using each other's content, and like it was the same thing regurgitating over and over and over again, to the fact where 4 hours a day, I was hearing this regurgitated news over and over and over again. And it was to the point where, like, it fed in our souls. It became like depressive. It was so depressing. I understand that it's important maybe to some people to know what's going on in the world, but in my opinion, what's going to happen is going to happen. And yes, we can change the course of history. I understand that, but it seems like history will repeat itself. And it's kind of like, if we want to choose to be fearful, there's just everything we can be fearful about. And I just am saying to all of you, I understand, I get it. When you give me the comments, you know, Tessie, I like listening to your channel because you don't talk about this stuff. I need to get away from it. There are some people that will watch the other kind of videos, and then after a couple months they come back to me and they say, I needed some of my Tessie time, the quiet time. And I know there is a niche for everyone, but I'm just saying, please keep alert as to the amount of time that you are spending listening to this dribble of fear, and listening to it over and over and over again. Because what I see from me personally is these people are becoming, when I say people, I mean in general, are becoming looking depressed, looking anxious, looking, you know, it's a endless cycle. And we need to feed our minds on things that are good, and feed our mind on things that will bring us peace in our life. Because our own personal lives can be full of turmoil. Our own personal lives. And, you know, this week, you know, the last 2 weeks, our son had oral surgery. Our one daughter is having oral surgery. You know, our other daughter had surgery. And the thing is, it was all for benign things, but the thing is, there's things to be fearful about. And then when you flip on the news and you hear all of this stuff about war and famine and this is going to happen and that's going to happen and this politician lied and this one didn't lie, but this one's going to lie, and it's like, we have to remember where we put our trust in, and that is in the Lord if you are a Christian. And that we cannot base our lives on fear, because fear brings torment, condemnation, and fear does nothing positive for us. And there you go. I got that off my chest for all of you, and I just wanted to share with you, if you're looking for someone who's not going to talk about fear as far as bring on all of this drama of the news and things like that, I thank you for watching me, because I really am so thankful, because I've seen so many homestead channels going from homesteading to politics and drama, and I see this in small channels and they're doing that, and I understand that that brings on traffic and things, but that's just, I just don't believe that we are supposed to put our faith in fear. I just don't believe it, and it's just for me. And everybody has something that they enjoy to do or they feel is important, but for me, I am just as, I put my feet down because I'm really passionate about this. I'm just as passionate about showing encouragement and happiness and non-fear as somebody is passionate about other things. So I guess you could say I'm on this side of the fence when it comes to talking about and just sharing all about what's going on in the world, because I know what anxiety can do. And let me tell you what, anxiety is nothing that's fun. And anxiety can be debilitating, and anxiety can destroy your life. And I want to be someone different. I want to share with you something uplifting. Yeah, I may do the same thing over and over again, but hanging clothes on the line is something that's peaceful. It may not be the So what I would like to do is I want to promote peaceful channels. If you have a favorite channel that's peaceful, edifying, calm, and a fun channel, let me know in the comments. Let's go ahead and let's start promoting people that are bringing things of peace in our lives.